the thing that people don't understand is proofreading cannot happen until copy editing happens, because proofreading, you're going through and you're looking for those last few mistakes that made it through the copy editing process. And I will say this, robots suck at editing things. Like Grammarly introduces way more mistakes than it does fix things, especially if you're a newer writer. Like it will delete every use of had, and then you have no further past tense in your project and you're like, what happened? Or ProWritingAid does that too.
Yeah, I find ProWritingAid is better than Grammarly, though, particularly for fiction. I don't know if that's just my experience, but my boyfriend used to use Grammarly. And I was like, I'm not going to pay for Grammarly and ProWritingAid, because I did at one point, because I had a year's subscription with Grammarly and decided I didn't like it. So had ProWritingAid. But I certainly found ProWritingAid is more useful for fiction writers and picks up on more. It's not perfect because it's a robot, right? But it's slightly more accurate and more open to nuance, I would say.
So this is what I would say regarding ProWritingAid. If you're just writing, like this is your first year doing it, get a year subscription. Don't pay for the lifetime one. I made that mistake. So I have it forever, even though I don't use it at all anymore. But track what kinds of language you're using. It is a great way to help you understand that you're using way too many adverbs, like way too many. And that's one of the common mistakes that I see authors make all the time. And especially in sed tags, which if you don't know what a sed tag is, it's the part of the sentence that comes after dialogue and it tells you who said the thing. Or we have also action tags, which indirectly tell you who said the thing by showing you what they're doing. But so don't ever use adverbs in those. You don't need them. They're not adding information. And ProWritingAid really helped me realize I don't need 23 adverbs in one scene. Ouch. And yes, that really happened.
23 in a scene is quite impressive.
I know. I was like, am I doing this on purpose? What's going on?
One thing I've found is the dialogue someone says should convey their mood. So then you don't need the adverb. And if your dialogue isn't conveying that, then you might need to study dialogue. We've got a course on that, by the way, if you want to check it out. We also have a ProWritingAid discount, which I will stick in the show notes.
Oh, ProWritingAid is also useful for knowing when you're using passive voice, and it kind of kicks you in the butt about that.
It really helped me with my passive voice, and it still does, because some of my clients actually kind of like passive voice, but you don't want to use it too much because then it makes the post sound like it's in a monotone, and I don't know what to say in a monotone, but it just makes the post really boring, because you've got to kind of find that fine line between writing in passive voice and making it really boring.
Right. So in copy editing school, they taught us this trick. If the action being acted upon is more important than the character in that scene, you can use passive voice. Otherwise, forget it.
Useful to keep in mind.
I'm telling you, like copy editing school, I learned way more about writing than I have in any writing program I've been through or experienced. I learned more about writing in the 1 year of copy editing training than I did in 4 years of my comparative world literature course.